some quality time with Daddy.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Magnum Martel, and welcome back to another beautiful episode of Games Journalism, where we make fun of games journalists for doing what games journalists do. Now, I don't know how many of you have watched the PlayStation Showcase where they basically revealed and teased a bunch of games with some trailers. I didn't watch it live. I actually watched an aftermath that just skipped all the bullshit in between. They always do stuff in between each show, or they spend a lot of time, waste a lot of time really, just talking about random crap. And I think after that last time that Rockstar did something where they just went on about sexual harassment for over a fucking hour instead of showing any games, I'm probably never going to watch the show live again. But anyway, those shows have always been kind of like the Super Bowl for video games, where we're all looking forward to it. It's just the fact that we have to get past all the bullshit in between before we can see what we really came to see. Well, me personally, there's not too much that I was looking forward to. Deathloop looks pretty cool. I like the late 60s, early 70s kind of aesthetic. The Black Dynamite feel it's got going on there. I'm definitely thinking about God of War Ragnarok because I do like the God of War games, even though Cliff Bleszinski being involved in it is a huge turnoff. And that's not even remotely touching on the way Thor looks. But among the plethora of games, besides Spider-Man 2, there was one other one that really stood out to me that I'm like, wow, this looks really fucking good. And that was Project Eve. It looks really fucking good. At first, I thought I was looking at a Final Fantasy game, and then I was like, oh, this is going to be another Nier game, isn't it? And I think it might be similar. As much as I hate Nier Automata, I can't deny that the gameplay was alright. And I'm pretty much looking forward to this game, but as expected, I'm sure most of you saw the trailer, the way that Eve looks has triggered some social justice warriors, particularly over at Reset Era. So, just to have a fun video today, because we've had a long and shitty week with teachers indoctrinating students into terrorist organizations, and CEO of Tripwire Games getting fired for his political opinion, go figure. I think it's time for us to just have a fun video where we read some comments made by some idiots and make fun of them. Thankfully, someone on the internet over at Sankaku Complex did the hard work for me and already compiled some of it. Now, this is the character in question, which is Eve, the main character of Project Eve. So, let's take a look. Now they do a little synopsis here talking about how basically the response to the trailer has been pretty fucking positive, except for one place in particular. And we're going to read through some of these comments that they've compiled and make fun of some of these assholes just for fucking shits and giggles. And I'm going to respond to some of them here in real time, obviously, as you do. First one here from Apathetic. At first glance, responding to Ozzy. Ozzy said, at first glance during the live stream, I thought it was Bayonetta. He said, at first glance during the live stream, I thought, wow, there's a lot of focus on the ass. And then it just kept going. Well, yeah, people are into that kind of thing, don't you know? Who are those ass shots and boob jiggles for? Jiminy Jesus. They're for people like me. People that actually buy and play video games, you know. Wow, that looked fucking sick. It sure did. I thought it was a platinum game. Can't wait. Those ass shots were unnecessary, though. I love how his picture is Homelander, who is absolutely a fucking asshole. Got this one from member Dice. She got a great ass. Looks real good besides the tight latex and butt moves, lol. Can't wait to see more indeed. The monster designs felt right out of Bayonetta, and I loved it. Can't believe PlayStation would put this trash in their show. Now see, this one's actually pretty interesting. This one got to me because actually I was sitting there thinking the entire time that the show was on, this is going to end up getting censored. I remember thinking to myself the entire time I was watching it, this is going to get censored, they're going to remove her ass, they're going to give her baggy clothes, they're going to make her look a lot less good, because PlayStation loves this kind of social justice erasure of sexy women. Looks much more like a game now. I feel like the vibe is more in vain a mix of Devil May Cry and Bayonetta / Nier, heavily inspired by them at least. Hopefully it plays well. It's also worth noting this is a Korean game. Also, the norm of Korean action games, mostly MMORPGs, sadly I can't think of any where its sexualizations wasn't front and center. Monster on point, they really look quite otherworldly and gross. I'm happy to see a Korean game. I wish the woman was less sexy though. Who wishes for that? Seriously. Main character design is awful, but this is one of my favorite games shown during the event. So even the people who hate the design are like, oh yeah, it looks fucking good, because they can't deny that it looks good. I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys about it. The only thing I don't like about it is that it looks a lot like it takes inspiration from Nier Automata, and I don't like that game. It's not that it was a bad game. Its gameplay was pretty solid. I didn't really enjoy it, especially because of the story. Nier Automata is a game that you don't play because the gameplay or story is good. It's a game that you play for how sexy the main character is. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's still a good game in its own right. The story pissed me off. That's all. Alright, let's continue. Let's keep moving on. Nice monsters, but oh my god, it seems like the main character came out of some generic hentai. You've clearly never seen a hentai because that's not what hentai characters look like. The main character design is so crap. However, whoever we saw briefly at the end looked far more interesting, even though I didn't get a super clear look at the whole thing. At least the combat looks okay. What is it with these awful character designs ruining entire games that could otherwise be good? My response to that one is just this collection of images of good games that were ruined by truly bad character design because of people like you. Oh, here's a fun one. This is a long one. Her 2 revealed outfits look like shit. This coming from someone with 3 Hyung Tae Kim art books. Like, please stop it, because having these art books totally makes you an expert of what looks good and what doesn't. The game looks fun, but the animation and hit reactions need to be fixed up a bit. Game kind of reminds me of a Bullet Witch. A lot of flash. We'll still buy, but maybe later. What the fuck is wrong with you fucking people? So as you can see, most of these are just people shitting on the character design because it offends them that the character looks good. But then we get down to the bottom here. Some people ended up getting banned for daring to go against the narrative as per usual. Now this is very commonplace on Reset Era. If you go against the narrative that they want to push, they will ban you straight up. I have gone to Reset Era myself strictly for the purpose of trolling. I actually thought about doing it again and doing an entire video on it because it's fun to see how quick you can get banned from Reset Era. It's like a fucking time trial meme. As soon as you say something they don't like, bam, you're fucking banned. Over and over and over. And the funny part is that you can technically keep coming back. I really did think about it. So here we've got Judgment J, banned. User banned for 1 week, inappropriate commentary. And this was what he had to say. Trailer summary. Ass shots, dozens. Ideas not directly stolen from games made by Platinum Games with a focus on Nier Automata, 0. The response to it, I'm sold. That's what got him banned, saying that he was actually interested in this game. Here's a fun one, Taco Cat. User banned for 2 weeks, hand-waving, sexist character designs, history of similar behavior. The art style is definitely not for everyone. Kind of reminds me of the late 2000s female character design. But I think there is room for a game like this nowadays. As long as we don't see these designs pop up in every game and all the developers are on board with making this type of game, I think it can be fun. I definitely understand why some people don't care for it though. Hopefully it's as fun to play as it looks because I like what they've shown. Now that's a very, very middle of the line kind of response. I can respect him for saying things in the way that he did. And yet, middle ground responses like this are not welcome on Reset Era at all, full stop. They will get you banned, straight up, because it goes against what they want you to say. And you know what? As much as I don't entirely agree with it, I can respect him for taking that stance. Now, I do agree with him that we don't need every game to have these character designs. Even I, as someone who likes them, get sick of looking at them, and sometimes they will turn me off of a game. But in this case, I like that we're finally seeing games daring enough to go the extra mile and make a sexy main character again. Alright, we got one more big one here. And this is a big one. Dante Day. User banned for 1 month. Sexism, trolling, antagonizing another member account in junior phase. How many phases do you have to go through to get out of the junior phase, I wonder? It's kind of weird. But okay. So this person, Planet Smasher, said, I would be cautiously interested in this game based on the gameplay, but the character design is such an obvious nerd bait that I'm skipping it on principle alone. That's fine. People like us love this game. Can we just please let our female leads wear clothes, like just some real pants for once? Please? To which this person, the one who was banned, is Dante, responded with this picture of Rogue from the X-Men. I guess it's the person's, profile image based on what we're seeing down here at the bottom. The next one. Adult contemporary banned. User banned for 1 month for sexist trolling. I want to read more about how fictional characters have no agency and how the character should wear real pants from superhero fans with a skin-tight full bodysuit wearing character as their avatar. I haven't had enough yet. Then we got the translator here, an official staff communication. This dude literally not only looks like a simp, but he has fucking pronouns in his fucking opening. Official staff communication. This thread is now reopened to further discussion. We've noticed many posts making light of the blanket sexist design decisions in the game. This kind of talk is insulting to our women posters and fosters an unwelcoming environment all around. Any further posts dismissing the sexism in the game met with strict moderation. So, you're not allowed to say that you like it. Literally just someone saying that the trailer was kick-ass got banned for 2 weeks, ignoring staff post for inappropriate commentary. And that's the story. I personally am going to be paying attention to this game. It seems like it's pretty cool. I'm interested in it at the very least. I want to see what direction they go with it. As long as it's not too dissimilar to Nier Automata and they don't start making too many bullet hell segments, I'll probably end up getting it because honestly, the gameplay looks fun and I'm willing to support a game that has a sexy main character because so few games are willing to go that direction, especially on PlayStation. In fact, I fully expect the PlayStation version to get censored outfits and altered content, or worse, all of the versions to get it because PlayStation wants it so. That's all I have to say about it. Thank you all for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments below if you would like what you think of Project Eve's trailer, the Reset Era post, and if you would like me to do more videos where I just make fun of these assholes. Because it's been a really bad week for videos. We've talked about some pretty nasty, horrible, despicable shit this week, and I just thought it would be fun to sit here and respond to some of these comments and make fun of them for 12 minutes. But alright, thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.